How can Prince Harry and Meghan Markle awaken the greatness within them? Was a question I was asked by someone who watches my videos and listens to my speeches. Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica. I'm a transformational sociologist. What this means is that I look at people and I work with them in the places that they are in to bring out their greatness, regardless of the environments and the circumstance in life. I've also worked with organizations, big companies, governments, and councils to create places that are conducive to helping people thrive. Thriving people create thriving economies. So that's what I do. I also give motivational speeches on how people can thrive. So in response to this person's question, my immediate response from the top of my mind are these points. Please post in comments if there's anything else you'd like to hear or any other thoughts you think I should add. So if I was talking to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, firstly, it would be in a private setting, unless they wanted me to make it public. It will be in a private setting, and I will look at what exactly their circumstances, the environment they're in, whether real or perceived, and guide them through a process where they can awaken their greatness. The first step to awakening anyone's greatness, though it doesn't have to be just Prince Harry, it's you. Yeah, that's you. You're listening in, is that you need to change your attitude and have an open mind, having a willingness to realize that there are things you must do to awaken your greatness. So imagine you are Prince Harry or Meghan Markle sitting there. This is what I would tell you. Hey guys, hi Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. I'm going to call you Harry and Meghan because we're all human, we're all equal. Today I want to share some thoughts with you based on your circumstance and from what I know and from what you've been telling to everyone on how you can awaken your greatness and make a positive impact on the world. So let's dive right in. But remember to take notes, take a piece of paper and write down points that resonate with you two, and points that don't, and we can discuss it later. Deal? Okay. First and foremost, finding balance is crucial in anything in life. Your journey, guys, has been a whirlwind of change and challenges. It's essential to strike a balance between your public lives and your private lives. It's essential to strike a balance between those that you can't deal with anymore and people that you may not want to deal with, but you need to work with to live in this world. And that's why I'm a sociologist. Sociologists look at the fact that humans don't live in isolations. We all live with other people. So we need to, where possible, strike a balance. So I'd like you to write down, Harry, and Meghan, who are the people that you can't do anything with anymore, or who are the people that you can work with to strike that balance, to find a functional working relationship. You see, you guys are so lucky. You've got a platform that can inspire millions. So it is important to remember to prioritize your own well-being, yes, but also to strike the balance between your private and your public lives, those that you can work with in the future and those that you cannot. Find moments of peace and serenity to rejuvenate and reflect. By this, I don't mean just a pretend one, but really, what are the places in the world that you can truly rejuvenate and reflect? Maybe like me, I live in the furthest corners of the world and I can go to places where it's just me, where I can truly reflect on what I want. You see, guys, authenticity is the key to unlocking your greatness. Be true to yourself and your values. Share your stories, struggles, and triumphs with the world. Authenticity creates a powerful connection with others, inspiring them to embrace their truths and live authentically. Embracing vulnerability as as a as if it is a strength, and it can truly change your life and others. What do I mean by being authentic? I don't mean, authentic means being real. You see, as human beings, we are wired to figure out when something is authentic and when something is not. Inauthenticity may work in the short term, but it doesn't, my friends, in the long run. So whatever you do, look, I haven't met you in person, so to be honest, I'm confused as to what bits are authentic and what bits aren't. So you need to really figure this out for yourselves, either with someone like myself, or I mean, not physically just me, but find someone that you trust to figure out, look, this is the authentic self, this is who we really are, and this is whom we want to present, but then find that balance. If not, people will see right through it. And the next point is, kindness is a language that transcends barriers. In the face of criticism or hostility, respond with kindness. Treat others with compassion, even those who may not agree with you. Your kindness creates a ripple effect, spreading positivity and understanding. Remember, kindness is a superpower that can transform the world. Look, you may not want to hear this, but I don't believe, I say this with kindness, that you need to reconsider some of the things you say. We all say things when we are angry, right? Like whether it's our brothers and sisters, whether it's our friends, or whether it's work colleagues that have offended us. All of us say things when we are angry in the spur of the moment, and that's normal. But you see, I feel some of your troubles in the world today is because there are things that have been said that, in my view as an outsider, didn't sound kind. Now, I'm not saying there's whatever you've said, there's bits of it that's not true, but because some of it has not been kind, people now question, well, what is true and what is not. And also, the next point is to take responsibility for your actions. So let me give you an example, right? Like, I absolutely understand what you mean by, like, you being put down, and people, as a sociologist, I've seen people behave in a manner that others portray them to be. So if somebody keeps telling you you're a bully, you're a bully, you're a bully, some people become bullies, and others are told, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly, and then you end up thinking you're ugly. You only need to tell people long enough that they're stupid, and then they become stupid. I get that, but there's also, but that is the counter to being able to awaken your greatness, which is what I do. So to awaken your greatness means you get that yes, that's the label that's been placed on you, but you say, you know what, you think whatever you wish about me, but that is not who I am. Let me show you who I am, and be the the greatest, most positive version of yourself, without losing your cool or without being unkind. I get that because I've been there, you see. Like, all my life, people have said, you can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, haha, funny. Look at your face. Why would you be on front of the TV? Or you sound very funny because you've lived in so many different places. You don't sound very elegant. And a lot of the time, I believed them. It made me really sad, and it made me behave in a way that, when I look back, perhaps was not enabling me to awaken my greatness. And it's only when I stepped back and thought, I don't care what anyone else says about me. I'm not even going to waste my energy losing my cool with these people. I'll just be the best version of who I can be. And that was how I was able to find peace, tranquility, fulfillment, and success. And I encourage you to consider that. The other thing as well is, most of us, uh, you know, most humans want to create a legacy that's positive. And many of us do that in the environments that we're in, whether it's the town we're in, the country that we're in, or the continent that we're in. But very few have the potential to have a worldwide audience to make such a lasting legacy to the world. And do you know what? What a blessing you two have got. And blessings can also turn into curses if you don't utilize that well, you guys. And I truly feel you need to, yes, I know you've got troubles, and with every blessing comes a counter to it, but you need to find that balance to turn any negatives into a blessing, because you have the power to change the world for the better if you choose to do so. But when you do it, it mustn't be just all talk. It must be evidence based. Like I know what's happening with the royal family, and because as a member of the Commonwealth, I love it. I love watching everything, but I don't really know what you guys actually doing. Maybe you're doing stuff in the background without anyone else knowing about it, but we need to see tangible evidence to back up your intention. You're talking service, 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 but I'm not really sure, quite frankly, what service you guys have provided, and you probably have. And if that's the case, just make it visible, but it should be tangible strategic services that are truly making a difference. Writing a letter here or there, doing a press release every now and again may be okay, but it needs to be tangible to be sustainable in the long run. You see, we can only change people change the world one action at a time. We can only change people one conversation at a time. And that is something I've learned over time. So consider that, showcase the concrete actions you are taking in order to tackle the issues that are close to your heart, whether it's through philanthropy, partnerships, or grassroots initiatives. Demonstrate the impact that you are making. Show the world that your words are backed by meaningful action. Tangible evidence speaks louder than empty promises. The other thing I really want to talk to you, but I think this is a touchy one, but you need to hear this. The importance of family and true friends cannot be overstated. Surround yourselves with a support network of loved ones who genuinely care about you. The key word is genuine. Now, if you're friends with Meghan and Harry and are listening to this, look, I'm not sure. Look, I'm not here to judge you guys because I don't know you. But consider, are you really giving them advice that's considered their well-being? Or are you just their friends because it's so cool to call yourselves their friends? Because as an outsider looking in, some of the actions that they've done um, doesn't resonate as healthy. And if you were their true friend, you would be advising them to make choices that are considerate of their well-being, not just in the short term, but also in the long term. And we all know what's happening with your families. Yeah, that's not good. Look at how you can find balance. I'm not saying that the other sides of the family are all perfect. No one is perfect. You see, we all live in a flawed world. If you're part of Harry and Meghan's family on the other side, listening in, remember, you guys are not perfect too. I'm sure you made mistakes, because we all make mistakes. But I think it's important to treat each other with respect and find balance. Dishing out dirty laundry for everyone to see, I'm not sure if that's the healthiest way to retain relationships. I'm saying this as a member of the Commonwealth, and as you can see, I live in New Zealand. I've got an Indian ethnicity, so I get all the discussions about colonization and everything else. But quite frankly, people get put off when you use words like colonization and racism without really considering people that it has truly affected in the past, because people then consider that as inauthentic, and we don't like that. Also, the fact that we are all flawed and we're moving forward. So, to break a system needs to be done only if it doesn't work. And if somebody is looking at trying to break a system just because they can't be bothered, or they've had a fight with someone within the system, people again consider that as inauthentic. You guys, they're not gonna know that. I feel that's why you're struggling, because there's no authenticity in the reasons why you want to break a system that seems to be moving forward. Um, in a direction that people don't necessarily mind. We don't mind keeping it so long as, where possible, wrongs of the past are put right and we move forward as a people. So you need to really consider the conversations you are having. Um, so don't pick every battle, is what I'm trying to say. And some battles you need to, it's very deep, and I don't see you guys as being impacted by colonization, and you talking about it seems quite inauthentic. So I would encourage you to, um or racism. So I would encourage you to truly consider the meanings behind what you're saying. I'm not saying whatever you're saying is wrong or right. And I do think there is unconscious bias in various sectors. For example, I feel that sometimes, when I went back to the southern India, I feel people in North India are sometimes biased against people in the South. And every Miss World or Miss Universe seems to be people who's of a fairer skin, and no one from down south. So, and you've got friends that have benefited by it. So do I then say, oh no, you can't be Miss World or Miss India because you're from the north, you've colonized the south? It doesn't make sense. You see, that's what I'm saying. So try to make sense of what you're saying before you're saying it, and only use examples when you have truly considered all the possibilities. But more importantly, you guys, I think you need to try and find that balance and make peace with at least some members of your family, because the power of family cannot be overstated. Cherish your family. And if not for your family, your brothers or sisters or mums or dads, for your children, I am an expert in place, people, and identity. Children without who do not know their identity struggle in later life. So your kids must know all sides of their identity, and it's up to them to choose what they want. And they need to live in a positive environment where they know who they are, without uh, without without living with hatred and divisiveness from very early years in their lives. That can't be healthy for them. So consider to provide a foundation of strength and love that can carry you and your kids through all ups and downs in life. Now, I'd like you to offer you some other good advice that you need to consider. Seek wisdom from those who have walked a similar path before you. Consult with, I'm sure where you live, there's lots of experts and mentors that can provide you with guidance and insights. Listen to diverse perspectives, not just people that nod their heads and say yes to whatever you want, but diverse perspective, and be open and willing to learn from others. Use their wisdom to inform your decisions and shape your journey. Because you see, we all don't have the answers to everything. We need to have an open mind. I'm not saying listen to everybody, but be an open mind and consider each advice and see if that can make you a greater person. And if the answer is yes, you need to learn to listen to it. In conclusion, Harry and Meghan, you, you guys have the amazing power to awaken your greatness and create a positive impact like only few people can. Find balance, be authentic, be kind, back up your words with tangible evidence, cherish your family and true friends, and seek good advice. Act with kindness, apologize to people that you've been cruel to. I mean, you've been unkind to in a public forum. They don't need that public attention. Embrace your unique platform to inspire change and make a positive difference in the world. Do you know what? We all are going to die. All of us, even you two, are going to die one day. Do you want people to write, or those are the people that create mischief and those and that were filled with hate and they couldn't move forward? Because you are better than that. I can see that you've had real issues, no doubt about that. But some of it sounds very inauthentic. Let's find this balance between what's real and what's not, and find a way to move forward so you can be true shining stars that, you know what, despite all your troubles, you have been able to move forward and make a absolutely lasting positive impact in this world. Remember, this journey is not just about you, it's about the countless lives that you can touch along the way. What a blessing! Embrace your roles as agents of transformation and let your greatness shine brightly. Embrace your roles, you guys. This is a unique blessing. Embrace your roles as greatness awakeners and transform people's lives. Be blessed, stay true, and sparkle wherever you are. This is Dr. Jessica signing off in response to the question that I was asked. How do you embrace the greatness of Harry and Meghan? And this was my response to them. If you like this video, click on subscribe. And if there's any other comments that you might like me to make on this topic, or provide advice to someone else you think might need to awaken their greatness, send me an email, contact at drjg, Dr. Jessica Gray, drjg.co.nz. My website is www.drjg.co.nz. Until next time, take care.